Hello world, welcome back to the bench. Tonight is a high shelf rich adventure. VCF Midwest 2025, better late than never episode. 2026 is almost on us. I think it's going to be in September. So maybe this isn't as much of a recap as it is a, are you gonna go this year? Well, let's see. Now, Editor Rich, get ready to put some pictures in, maybe some B-roll. We went out there. It's in Schaumburg, Illinois, so you fly into Chicago, Ryan and I, you've seen him on the channel. We're travel buddies on this kind of stuff. We got out there ahead of time. It's really a Saturday show. I know it rolls into Sunday, but Saturday's the day. Don't show up Sunday expecting to have the same experience as Saturday. But we got there Friday. Before we went anywhere, we got checked in, and then we checked out the Galloping Ghost. I think that was about a 20-minute Uber ride from the convention center area, but definitely worth it. So many arcade machines, cabinets. I couldn't even tell you. Put up the holograph one right around here somewhere. They had two of the holographic video arcade machines, let alone, I mean, Japanese games, local games, old games, new games. They had it all. And from what I understand, there's even a pinball building down the street we didn't go to. But like a lot of arcades, you pay one price, you play. You just have a great time. It was like, it's like they took the block of buildings and broke the walls out so they could just keep throwing all their machines in. It was incredible. Anyways, great time Friday night with Ryan and friends. Jeremiah, you know who you are. Then Saturday comes around and I'm in the DFW area. Anybody who's old like me is going to recognize when I say first Saturday, under the bridge, they sold everything. It was like a boot sale. You pulled up with your vehicle, you popped a trunk, you set up a table, and you sold your wares, you bought your wares. It was incredible. That's how this felt. Some of the booth areas, like in the big hall where everything was happening, it felt like someone took a U-Haul, put it in reverse, backed up really fast, hit the brake and went forward and just dumped everything out. They had PC stuff, Commodore stuff, Amiga stuff, Apple stuff. There was more stuff than I knew what to do with. And it was beautiful just to even like, what is it? Technology, archaeology. It was neat just to dig through shit and see all the things that were available. Didn't buy much. You're going to see the little bit of a haul that I brought back. But I had so much fun looking at everything and seeing everything that was there. In that main area, there were also people doing exhibits. There's this robot from the 70s, this electrical engineer and the chemical engineer wife were showing off. There was like, this stuff about doing cruise control and this like setup kind of scenario from Ford that you could kind of see from back in the day on selling cruise control. There were talks. So, they had the TED Talk thing going on with all the rooms. They also had a live auction. And if I understand right, the live auction is where they actually make the money to kind of, re-forward VCF Midwest. Just like I just got back from East. And the consignment shop is where they get their money for kind of, I guess, keeping things forward. If I'm wrong on any of this, let me know below. This is just what I've heard in lore. I hope I'm right. Great show, great time, as you can tell. Totally excited. Going back again this year if everything lines up. So hopefully you see this, you're going to go too. Let me know if you're going to be there. Be glad to go hunt for some treasures with you. Let's see what you're doing. Let me know. But right now, let's take a look at the shit I bought. First thing I brought back from VCF Midwest, a nice diskette holder. I threw everything out of it. It works great. It allows you to hold onto your disc, put it on the side. Guess what? Free pile. This was just sitting there, ready to go. And when I look at the free pile, I always try and think to I don't look for things to resell. I just look for those treasures that someone has said, I'm done. Maybe another person wants this. And I wanted that, so it worked out great. Galloping Ghost sticker. So we got that. We've got this little guy here, some little punch tape that had can you see that okay? The Galloping Ghost item, obviously I bought while I was at the arcade. Look at that, VCF Midwest. So I got this. Maybe I need to find a place for both of these behind me. Maybe I can find a spot for some of this to live in that space. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out great. We'll see. Now, here's a cool thing. Look at this, Commodore folks. I know you're going to be like, oh, Rich, did you get a 1581 drive? No, I didn't. It has burn damage. I don't know. Something bad happened there. Something bad happened here. It's a shell. There's nothing in it. But I might have a Raspberry Pi project that this...
Message from Ryan Stapleton. Same is what it is, but I remember having a headache for 2 weeks.
I might have that Raspberry Pi project that would be incredible inside of this box. We'll see how that turns out. Maybe it'll show up on the channel later. Now here is what I was really excited about. I didn't even know a Commodore 64 could have a mouse. I was just walking around looking at things. I saw this box and I went, really? What is this? And of course, you know, Ryan, travel buddy, he's like, well, of course there's a mouse for the Commodore 64. But I was totally stoked. I picked that up, came with a driver's disc, the little label. Oh, for GOS. I got the driver disc that came with that. We've got a little piece of paper. We've got, it has a box. You know I love boxes. Inkwell Systems. FlexiDraw. I think this has nothing to do with the mouse. And Allegro Tech. Your source for accessories, software, and supplies for all computers. God, look at those little boxes for holding your disc. Isn't that awesome? Oh, a little keyboard tray for your IBM. That you could put the unit. How did something from Massachusetts make its way to Illinois? That is really fun. I have no idea what year this is. I wonder if that number still works. I don't know. Is anybody going to call that? Look at that. Whoop, call that 800 and a local number for it. But I don't know. We got some cool stuff. That's kind of neat. I love old stuff like that. And then the piece de resistance, a mouse. I asked if it worked. They said, I don't know if it works. I mean, it's $15. I mean, you're just buying a mouse. So $15 mouse, Commodore mouse. I don't know. It has a little bit of has a little bung right there. Little bung. We'll see if this is going to work. Oh, hey, it has a warranty. How long? 90 days. If I send in the warranty registration, do you think they'll honor the 90 days? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm going to set up a machine. I got my SD IEC thing here ready to go. I made a list. I looked online. Where'd my list go? I looked online. Oh, here it is. I looked online for mouse-related games for the Commodore 64. Arachnoid, Revenge of Dope, Lode Runner, Archon, Lords of Doom. So we're going to start with Arachnoid and see if this mouse works. Does it work? I don't know. It's $15. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling it doesn't work. But that's, you know what? It's just content. If it doesn't work, I now have a new project to work on. But let's find out what's going on. Let me get things set up. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we're looking good. Let's take a look at our drive here. And let's go into and I'm going to work my way down to Arachnoid and get that loaded up, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I got to type right. We've got our Arachnoid loaded up. Okay, I forgot to plug the mouse in. So I plugged the mouse into port 1. Let's see. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Run, stop, move to the game. Let the game load. Yes, let's have unlimited lives. Yes, let's start at 1. Yes, let's... Okay. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, okay. I don't know. The button worked. Holy smokes, the button worked. The button worked. Why did it go back to the beginning? What's going on? Why? Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, snap. This is the best $15 I've ever spent, except for I have no idea how to play this game. Look at this. The mouse. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. You know, it's not often I have an easy win on this channel. I have no clue what I'm doing most of the time. And wow, our $15 mouse is working. Yes! I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe GOS. Maybe maybe it's time to try out some of the graphical stuff. I know there's that. Well, I was at Midwest. I learned about this whole new graphical interface that has been made. Maybe I need to look into buying that and give it a test. I don't know. I'm going to play Arachnoid. We're done. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I don't know when you're watching this. If you're going to go to VCF Midwest in 2026, let me know. What are you looking for? Let's go hunt through the piles of goodness together. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.